I don't even know how to start these videos anymore. I'm sorry I've been gone for a while, y'all. As some of you OGs might know, we've been through a lot of losses. Starting with my 18-year-old puppy a few months ago that passed. And then I got sick. And then suddenly our favorite cat passed away. And it's just been one hit after the other. I'm getting ready to lose my job apparently. I work for an incredibly toxic company. But yeah, I wanted to hop on here and give y'all some kind of quick tarot message. I would love to get back into this again because it does make me happy. Also, sorry, this funky t-shirt, it's laundry day, okay? I got nothing else to wear. In case you're wondering, astrologically, right now I've got transit Pluto is directly conjunct my moon. It'll pass my moon by 1 minute this Sunday as it retrogrades. It's on its final pass of my moon, so that's good, but it's been a struggle. And then this time it's also squaring my sun. But at least Uranus is finally out of Taurus, which is my sun sign. But then I've got my Pluto square Pluto coming up next year, I believe. Maybe the year after that. It's just been one hit after the other. I know, I'm rambling about myself. I'm exhausted. I'm just in a funky spot, you know? If you know astrology, then you know the Pluto conjunct moon, it's pretty rough. But I'm looking forward to getting it over with finally on this last pass. And yeah, moving on from there. All right, let's start with Aries. Aries, I don't even know what kind of, like, I don't want to do a weekly update because it's the middle of the week. So maybe like midweek check-in. What could you expect for the rest of the week, maybe, for Aries? What else? Maybe like 3-card spread? What do you guys think? All right, one more. For Aries. Aries, it looks like you got something new starting here. Let's see. Hold on one second. Are we back? We're back. All right, Aries, you got some kind of new relationship happening. It's not always like a love relationship. It could be like friendship or something like that, but it's brand new. Somebody that really looks good, or on the outside they are perceived as very nice and very good. You could be wearing like rose-colored glasses right now about this person. There is a little bit of a warning here with the 9 of Cups reversed. It's a little funky. So just be mindful if this is like a brand new relationship, you're both wearing masks, right? You're trying to impress each other. You're trying to come off as a good person, but this person might be hiding something. So just be mindful of that. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Taurus rest of the week. Of course, we're gonna be throwing cards. Give me a second. All right. 2 more cards for Taurus, please. 2 more cards for Taurus. Also, if any other Tauruses are watching this right now, let me know in the comments below if you are feeling any better since Uranus left our sign. Me personally, I've felt definitely less tension in the air. I guess you could say a little bit more stabilized. But it's hard for me to tell because I've got that Pluto transit going on, right? That I talked about at the beginning. So I would say since Uranus went into Gemini, I'm probably feeling about 60% better. Not like a lot, but noticeable. You know what I mean? The Taurus, it looks like the same for you here. You have something coming into clarity for you. There's an end to some kind of drama or some kind of tension like we were talking about. And this could be long-term stability, long-term just returning to life, returning to normalcy. Even though it might be a new normal, at least it's going to be normalcy. It's not like you're in a washing machine just getting shook. Like, that's what Uranus did to us. It shook the shit out of us. But yeah, it looks like an end to tension, an end to some kind of drama that's been happening in your life, possibly your work. And like I said, again, clarity. clarity about the situation is coming. It could be that like when this drama ends, maybe you're like me and you've been struggling up top, you know. And I know personally mine is due to a physical condition that I'm struggling with, but a big part of it has been this toxic job that I have right now. It's getting ready to go. So maybe if you're like me, maybe you haven't realized that the job is causing a lot of your issues. But like once that tension ends, it's like you're gonna finally get that clarity to, oh, that's what was driving me nuts. That was what was ruining everything, the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And it's long term. It's gonna be good. Very long term. You might get some kind of like, this could be a life lesson for you as well. All right, let's move on to Gemini. I will try really hard to come back with a weekly update read for y'all. Right now, it's just gonna be quick reads for the rest of the week since we're already like midway through this week. All right, Gemini. Just 3 cards for the rest of the week. One more for Gemini, please. Gemini, you narrowly avoided some kind of tower situation. You got really lucky to avoid this. You are like running from it though. Like you recognize how bad the situation could have been and you're running from it. You're hauling ass from it. It's a lesson learned. There could be a nice surprise in store for you as you're moving forward. It looks like you got some kind of clear pathway to get away from whatever situation this was. This is definitely like wanting peace. This is moving forward again. This is following some kind of divine guidance as well. And leaving behind difficulties. So that's good, Gemini. Let me know in the comments below if that resonated with you and what and how. I'm nosy, okay? Let me know. I'm bored. I'm going through it. Just let me know how you're doing. All right, Cancer. 3 cards for Cancer. How are we doing on time? We're doing pretty good on time. 2 more for Cancer. Cancer, you're also going through it right now. You've got Temperance reversed. You've got 10 of Swords. And you got the Devil reversed. So, I mean, at least I feel like with the Devil reversed, you see the bigger picture of what's causing you such distress in your life. You've kind of figured it out. What could be like just holding you back, keeping you stuck, keeping you in a funk. You figured that out, but it's like this healing is not ready to come forward right now. Things are still kind of out of balance. You could be going through some kind of detox period. Remember, like what do they say? The only way over it is through it. Does that make sense at all? It's like you're gonna have to just tough it out. Know that better times are coming. You could easily flip this Temperance upright to stability, to calmer shores, just healing and harmony, calm from the chaos. But like I said, right now it's reversed. So you're gonna have to, you're in the thick of it right now, especially with the 10 of Swords. That could have been some kind of moment that exposed the Devil for you, but it looks like you are committing to making that change and getting away from that toxicity. You could be pursuing sobriety right now. If so, good for you. That's really awesome. All right, let's go on to Leo. 3 cards for Leo for the rest of this week. Let's see if they come back out again. One more card. Leo, I think that you have been holding back for a minute to see if somebody exposes who they really are. There's some kind of situation where everyone's just banging each other with a bunch of sticks, like banging each other over the head. The key to this is you don't want to compare yourself to them, right? You kind of want to go with the flow. I think that you were doing a good thing here by hanging back and like, let's wait and see who's going to expose themselves, right? The good news for this though is you do have the 3 of Swords reversed. Here's kind of your like little outcome. It could be that because you stood back to watch, to observe, you could be able to now avoid whoever was like overly dramatic, who was going to eventually cause a 3 of Swords moment. Or this could also be you could see this drama popping off around you and you holding back. You're like, I'm not falling for this 3 swords trap bullshit anymore. Not ever again. It's like this is a game that you're familiar with. Kind of, that makes sense. This is like a chess match that you've seen play out before. You know how it ends. You know it ends dirty. You know you're not interested in participating. So that's good for you. It's good for you. Just avoid that drama that could be popping off around you. All right, let's go on to Virgo. Virgo, very similar to Leo. You're holding back because you have observed some kind of drama that's popping off around you. The difference you got is the star, though. You could be praying about this situation. Maybe you've recently decided to start going to church again, or just seeking out some kind of spiritual guidance, some kind of inspiration, like divine inspiration. Maybe you're paying attention to your dreams recently. Having conversations with the universe as well. It's either way, you're like seeking guidance for this situation. There is drama popping off around you. Your advice is to hold back. Be the observer of it. You don't have to participate in it. Don't let these people drag you into this crap, basically. All right, let's shuffle, and we're gonna move on to Libra. Libra, 3 cards for you for the rest of the week. Libra, I guess you don't need any advice. There you go. Okay. Libra, something you've been working on that's been taking a long time. It's slow moving. You've had to have a lot of patience with this project, whatever it is. It could have taken like a lot of hard work. But this is something that's consistent. It's like consistent growth. It's one step at a time type of growth, right? But it looks like you're going to be reflecting on, was it worth it? You could be wondering, like, is it still worth it? What did or didn't work? Are you happy with the final result? Are you happy with like the path or the way that it's taking shape? It does look like you're going to be getting clarity on this situation though. So yeah, you're coming away from some kind of crossroads. You might like get some kind of divine like spark of creativity. It's like an aha moment on what your next step needs to be with this. All right, let's move on to Scorpio. 3 cards for Scorpio. Scorpio, I see you working really hard. You're either trying to save up for something big or you're trying to pay off something big. It's like you're one way or the other. It could be, I don't know, it could be you trying to pay off something big because you got the World card, so that's like the final completion, right? It's the end of this journey. We're starting fresh. Like it's brand new. We're done with this. It's closed out. It's a cycle. It's ending. But then next to that with the 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like you've been working very hard to finally break the chains of like debt. Trying to get some kind of major issue paid off, done, so that you can start to save that money. If you are looking for a second job, there could possibly be something there. It looks like you might have a new opportunity coming in for that. But yeah, I just see that you're working really hard. There is going to be some kind of closing out here, so that'll be good. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. 2 more cards for Sagittarius. Hi. What's wrong? Be careful. I'm about done. I've got 3 more signs. Okay, goofy. I've got some entertainment coming in. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that was a deep bend. All right. Let's see. Sagittarius. You're, unfortunately, it looks like you're going to be going through that divine washing machine phase, where the universe just kind of shoves you in and just shakes the shit out of you, and whatever pops out is what pops out. There's some kind of change in life coming. So like these can be major changes, right? It could be like, if you've been poor, now you're going to be rich. If you've been rich, now you'll be poor. If you're used to being stable, now you're going to have something pop up that's going to cause nothing but instability. It's very important that you go with the flow on this one. You're going to want to address the issues as they come. Don't let anything like stagnate, or like don't try to put anything on the back burner. Everything needs to be dealt with pretty much immediately, or it's gonna swing back around and get you. Okay. This is all about accountability and facing your fears. With that, you've got the Six of Pentacles. So again, with giving and receiving, things need to be fair, and choosing what to give more to. Basically, you're going to be on some kind of new path here, where you're going to have to make that decision of what to focus more on. And of course, with the Two of Wands, again, with the decision making, planning for the future, this could be you, like you feel successful, you feel kind of stable where you're at, but you okay? She dug in her ear too deep. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, y'all. But yeah, wanting to explore what else is out there for me, basically. You might be like checking out further credential, like certificates, or college. Alright, let's move on to Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn, I see you moving forward from a period that could have been like very stagnated, very borderline depression, maybe just not feeling very good. You're moving forward from that with the Knight of Cups here. You might be finding healing through somebody else who's very romantic, or somebody that's charming. This could be a friend. It doesn't have to be a love situation, but there's some kind of like tempting offer. Somebody who's like a smooth talker. They can kind of like, I'm getting the feeling it might be actually a, whatchamacallit? What are they called? Hypnotist. You might be working with a hypnotist or a psychiatrist or something like that. Just somebody who's able to like smooth the situation over for you. That's helping you to move forward from this rough spot you've been in, to help you gain better stability and control over your life here. Or this could be somebody that you view as being very stable and very in control of the situation, is able to help you move forward. This person typically has everything under control. They wear, the traditional card of this is the Emperor. It's the, he's got on armor, right? But he's got clothes on under it. So it's like he's always ready for action. He's always ready to go, right? In his daily life. So the good news is, though, it looks like they're going to be helping you to get past this point, though. All right, let's go on to Aquarius after I shuffle. Two more for Aquarius. Alright, Aquarius. Are you having a little bit of a rough week? Something was not fair. It was not just. Justice has evaded you in some kind of way. You narrowly avoided some kind of tower situation, which is like something really bad. It's like everything just crumbles down, it falls. And it's leaving you feeling 10 of Wands by the end of the week. This is like burdens. This is an uphill battle. Just being very overwhelmed, overworked. This could also be burnout. So yeah, there's just some kind of missed opportunity here that was very unfair. It's giving work environment, but it doesn't have to be. This could be like a legal situation you've been in. Or I don't know, you let me know in the comments below, but this is definitely something that was not fair. It wasn't just. It's leaving you feeling burnt out. All right, Pisces. I'm so tired, guys. I took a magnesium glycinate before I started this, so I think it's starting to kick in. I'm sleepy. All right, 2 more for Pisces. Whoa. Okay. Good old patient Pisces. I see you being out of your comfort zone. You got shaken out of your comfort zone a little bit, maybe earlier this week. This could be ongoing. This could have been something that's been happening for a little bit, but especially coming down the pipe this week, the beginning of this week, feeling, again, shaken out of your comfort zone. Don't really know which way you're going right now. You could be having like unclear thinking, foggy thinking. It's been leaving you feeling like the Nine of Wands, which is just like it's the wounded warrior, right? But you're not easily trusting right now. You're kind of on guard. Your head's on like a swivel. It's like you're waiting for the next shoe to drop, basically. Now, coming in here for you, though, is going to be a nice surprise. It's going to be somebody you can count on, or an offer that you can count on, something that you can trust. There could be a dream that you've been working on. Maybe you might have been like worried that you were going to lose this dream. This dream is just going to die forever, but that might come back around for you and become a reality. So with that, y'all, I'm going to get off of here. I really hope I'm able to see y'all this weekend for next week's weekly update. But yeah, pray for me if that's something you do, please. So maybe we can get through this tough moment. I would like to come back on this weekend just to let you guys know how I'm feeling on Sunday once the moon, or once Pluto rather passes my moon by that 1 minute mark. I know it's not a lot at all, right? It's just 1 minute. It's not even a degree, but I'd be curious to see if I feel any better at all. So for me, the worst part of the transits is when they're like applying. That's what I kind of call it. When they're applying, it's like when they're heading towards their mark, right? Even though Pluto is retrograde right now, it's heading, it's like barreling for my moon. It's got my moon in its sights. And then once it passes by, it's usually, knock on wood, it is usually a breath of fresh air. It feels so much better. Things calm down. Especially now that Uranus is out of my sign. I'm really hoping it brings a lot of strong stability and some kind of like karmic reward for me surviving this. Bottom of the deck I just saw is 9 of Swords, which is me right now. Y'all. Oh, it's such a mess. Okay. That's me too, is the Hermit. Hopefully I can come out of it. A big change. Okay. Well, pray for me. Like I said, if that's something you do, I would greatly appreciate it. I could use all the strength I can get right now. Kind words in the comments, maybe. That might help. But other than that, I will see y'all later. Have a good night.